everyone, and welcome to today's practice. Today's practice is part 5 of my 5-part beginner's yoga series. So this is the final video of this series, and I hope if you've followed from the start and you've done all 4 of the previous videos, that you've enjoyed this series. Today we will be practicing everything that we've worked on in the previous practices, and we'll also be using the strength and the strength we've built from these foundational postures to enjoy some standing poses as well, and to practice our strength and our balance. But most of the movements will be stuff we have worked through before, so should be stuff that you're familiar with. And then there'll just be a few new challenges as always. If you haven't done the previous practices, don't worry, you'll still be more than capable of following this practice. But I do encourage you, if you enjoy this practice but think you would benefit from knowing the postures and the poses a little bit more, to go back and just work through this series from the start. That's I encourage you to do that. So today we're going to start standing, so make sure you have layers on if it's a little bit cold. Where I'm practicing today is quite cold, so I definitely need some layers, and likewise have a drink, have anything you need, and also bear in mind that at any time if you need to take rest, miss something out, just sit for 2 minutes and then join back in, or pause the video, that you are encouraged to do that as well. And yoga is really about listening to your body and doing what feels good for you, and taking listening to those cues in your body, and then taking the initiative and doing what feels good. So before I end up talking for too long, let's all come to a standing position with our feet in line with our hips. So just imagine that the outside of our feet are almost directly in line with the outside of our hips, and that's how we'll start today. So we're going to take 5 deep inhales and exhales. In fact, let's make that 10. So we're going to take 10 deep inhales and exhales, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do for those 10 cycles of breath. So as we inhale, we'll start to reach the arms up, and as they come out into a T shape, we will start to bend into our knees. The arms will then continue to reach up. We'll continue to bend deep into our knees, coming through chair pose. So I'm just gonna waddle to the side so you can see. So we'll be coming through chair pose, and then from here we'll continue all the way down. Palms are going to come together, slice down the middle, deep bend in the knees, and we'll come all the way down. So we're not going to lower our bum down, but our heels are going to be flat on the floor. We're still going to have a bend in the knee, and if you can place your hands on the mat, great. If not, then just come here to hover. Then we'll inhale, rise back up. So as you inhale, you're going to bend deep, start to push away with the hands, roll up through the spine. Now I'm going to turn back to face you guys. And then same thing again, inhale, rise up. When the arms come parallel with the shoulders, you're going to start to bend into your knees again. Arms come together, and then we slice down the middle on the exhale. Okay, and we're going to do that 10 times through. And just trust that your inhale and exhale will come naturally, but make sure that you are bringing that air and that energy in with the movement. Okay? So we're going to start together. Inhale, arms start to stretch, bend into the knees, and then exhale, release over. Inhale, roll up, unfold, keeping a bend in the knees, stacking the spine, reaching out to the sides as we inhale, and then exhale, coming through chair pose and rolling all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. 5 more times. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, bend into the knees, release over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So inhale, rise slowly back up to standing. And then from here, we'll bend again. It's a little plie in the knees, little bend. Arms come out either side. And then you're going to stretch up overhead, keeping the bend in the knees. Take hold of the right wrist. And then you're just going to gently stretch over towards the left. We'll take 3 breaths here. So 2 more breaths. This time on the exhale, you're going to circle forward, keeping the bend in the knees, curving through the spine. Just you come over to the right diagonal, and then you're going to circle back. Okay, 2. Going for 8. Circle 3, 4. Keeping a bend in the knee, using the core. 5, 6. Little lift. 7, 8. Come back to center, then we'll release and roll up. Inhale, bending into the knees again, arms reach out to the sides. Up overhead, we take hold of the left wrist, and on an exhale, we lean over to the right this time. 3 breaths here. Whew. Last time, inhale. Exhale, same thing again, curving over to the right and then forward. Take 8 little pulses. 1, circle. 2, keep a bend in the knee. 3, really curve into your spine, reach over. 4, keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, come back to center, and then we'll roll up. Again, bending into the knees, we'll reach the hands all the way up overhead. And then exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, straighten the knees, open the chest, draw the hands, draw the shoulders back, shoulder blades in towards each other, and just reach down and away with your hands. Inhale again here, and then your exhale, bending in the knees again, and then just taking it forward. So the arms reach up towards the ceiling, and at the same time you're keeping a deep bend in the knee. Take 1 more breath here. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend into the knees, start to roll up, release the grip, come through your chair pose here, and then start to lower all the way down to keep bending into the knees. You're then going to rock forward so you're on the balls of your feet. We'll come into a little toe stand here. Nice, guys. From here, just place the hands out in front of you and then shift back onto your knees. Just going to have a sip of my tea. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can do the next little bit in a seated position instead, so just with your legs crossed. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. There's a very strange noise coming from next door. I really hope it's not too loud on the video, but we're gonna go with it. So we'll reach up again on our next inhale. Fingertips touch as they meet overhead. And then as we exhale, we'll take hold of the right wrist and just stretch over towards the left. 2 breaths here. Inhale, keep reaching up and over. And then as you exhale, we'll take those circles again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back to center, roll it up. Inhale again, stretch the arms nice and wide, reach up, fingertips meet in the middle, and then we'll take hold of our left wrist and stretch over towards the right this time. Whew. 2 breaths here, and then we'll take our circles. Inhale. And on your next exhale, start to curve over towards the right, then coming forward and over to the left for 1. Circle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back to center. And then we'll inhale, roll up. And exhale here. Whew. Inhaling again. Fingertips are going to touch in the middle, up overhead. And then exhale, same thing again as when we were standing. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the shoulders down, shoulder blades in towards each other. Open up the chest. Inhale here. And then exhale, just gently, gently come forward. So allow your ribs and your belly to rest on your thighs, and the forehead can even come to the mat. And just reaching up towards the ceiling, really opening up our shoulders. Take 1 more breath here. And then as you exhale, use your hands to pull yourself back up and then release. Nice, guys. We're going to come onto all fours into our tabletop position. So just placing your hands so that they're more or less underneath your shoulders, and your knees are going to be in line with your hips. Okay? Nice. Whew. Strong, strong position. Make sure you can, that your fingertips, your fingers are spread nice and wide, nice and evenly, so you can see whatever's beneath you between your fingers, and so that you feel really supported by the surface area of your hands, that they're really supporting this position. From here we'll take 10 cat-cows, okay? And I want you to take these in your own time. I will count for you, but if you want to move a little bit quicker or slower, then just move in a way that feels comfortable. So we're going to inhale, belly's going to start to drop, so tailbone tucks, or I should say tailbone releases, sorry. And we look forward, nice small opening in the chest. And then as you exhale, you start to tuck the tailbone now, round through the spine, and as you do this, you're really pushing away from the mat, rounding through the whole spine so that you can then release the head. Keep going. Inhale, belly drops, chest opens. Exhale, push away from the mat, curve through the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Really use the entirety of the movement. Inhale to feel into your body as much as you can. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. In your own time. Exhale. Curve through the spine. And then bring it back to neutral. Take the weight off of your hands, come to sit back on your heels, and take a few wrist circles here. We're going to be moving back into that position and working more on our wrists, so it's important just to take a break. Take the pressure off of your wrists. And then we'll move back to all fours into tabletop position. So this time we're going to tuck the back toes. There's no front toes. Just tuck the toes under. And we're going to inhale. So it might be a good idea just to watch me for this first round. So we'll inhale. We're going to do the same thing again. So as if we were kind of into our cat-cow. So we drop the belly down, gaze shifts forward. And this time as we exhale and start to round into the spine, we're going to push away from the mat. You can see, so the knees then lift to a hover, and then we'll continue that sensation and push all the way back into a downward dog, but with our knees still bent. Okay, then we'll inhale here into this stretch, and then exhale, shift back forward and lower the knees, and then we'll inhale again to drop the belly. Okay, so we're just going to do that 3 times through. So ready with me, make sure the toes are tucked, and we'll inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward, and then exhale, pushing away from the mat, rounding through the spine, coming back into our downward dog. Keep a bend in the knees, inhale here, exhale, lower the knees back down to the mat, inhale, belly drops, chest opens. Exhale, same thing again, start to push away from the mat, knees hover, then we continue all the way back, really pushing away from the mat into our downward dog, keeping a bend in the knee, inhale, and then exhale, release, knees come back down to the mat, inhale, belly drops. Exhale, last time, really push away from the mat, use your core to help lift your knees, and then keep that sensation moving back into your downward dog, keeping a bend in the knees. Inhale, and exhale, bring the knees back to the mat, and then we'll come to sit back on the heels, just walk the hands out slightly in front, inhale here, and then exhale, release the forehead down to the mat. Whew. Inhale, going to just walk the hands back, take a few circles again. Alright, and then we'll come back to all fours. Alright, once you feel steady and stable in this posture again, we'll inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward, chest opens. Exhale, tuck the toes, start to push away from the mat, lifting back, shifting the hips into our downward dog, but keeping a bend in both knees. And then we're going to inhale, straighten one leg, start to stretch that heel down towards the mat. And then we'll exhale, switch. And you're just going to walk it out here, pedal it out, inhaling and exhaling as you switch between the legs. So straightening one and bending into the other, and then switching. Trying to keep the movement in the upper body as minimal as possible, and really just focusing on the legs and staying strong and steady with the arms. Nice. Just do 2 more on each side. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Then we'll inhale, bend into both knees again. And then exhale, lower back down towards the mat. Last time, guys, let's inhale, drop the belly down, look forward. Exhale, tuck the toes, push away from the mat, shift the hips back, really strong in the upper body. Moving back into our downward dog. And this time, we're going to gently just start to straighten our legs, working our heels as close to the mat as we can, and they don't need to touch the mat, but we just want the idea and the feeling that we're stretching them back and moving them as close to the mat as we can. I'm going to take 3 breaths here. You can do this, guys, and then we've finished our downward dogs for today. Final breath here. And then as you exhale, shifting forward, lowering the knees down, and then taking the weight off of our wrists again. Ooh. You can see how those circles help now, because it is a lot of weight on our hands, a lot of work in the wrists. And if you needed to take breaks during that, that's very, very normal. So don't be disheartened. Okay, guys, so we're going to inhale, rise up onto our knees now. Excuse me. And from here we're going to step forward with the left leg, and then just gently shift forward, coming into our low lunge. We're going to take 3 breaths here. I'm just going to take my socks off to have a bit more grip. And just breathing deep into our low lunge. I'm keeping my toes tucked underneath for the moment. If you want to keep your foot flat, that's fine. One more breath here. Really breathe into your hip. Breathe into the stretch. And then from here, I'm just going to walk my right knee a little bit closer in. Tuck the back toes now if they're not already tucked, and then I'll inhale, rise up into my crescent lunge. And then exhale, just release the shoulders, relax the shoulders. Inhale again, gaze can look up towards the fingertips, and this time as you exhale, your right arm's going to reach forward, left arm's going to reach back, and we'll open up into this side twist. 2 breaths here, really reaching in opposite directions with the hands. One more breath, inhale here, nice and strong in the lower body, in the legs. And then exhale, left arm sweeps down to come up. We inhale, gaze up towards the fingertips again. This time as you exhale, untuck the back toes, and you're going to open up the opposite direction. So right arm back, left arm forward. 2 breaths here. On your exhale, right arm sweeps down, forward and up. Then we inhale, gaze up towards the fingertips, maybe take a really, really gentle back bend. And then we'll exhale, release the arms down either side of the left foot. take 2 more breaths here, maybe walk the back knee a little bit further away again. So we can take 2 deep breaths in our low lunge again, opening up the right hip. Then we'll tuck the back toes. And from here, we're going to start to lift. Okay, so lifting the back knee, and then from here I like to walk my hands back a little bit, and then slowly rising up, really using the strength and the power in the legs to lift yourself up and rise up into your high lunge. You're going to inhale here, and immediately on our exhale, take that side body stretch again. So left hand comes back, right hand forward. Inhale here, exhale, hold it there, inhale again, exhale, left fingertips sweep down, so come forward and up. We inhale, reach the fingertips up, gaze up towards the fingers, and then this time as you exhale, you're going to open up in the opposite direction and move into your warrior 2. Okay, so the right foot's coming flat, facing the diagonal, keeping the right angle in the left foot, in the left leg, sorry. Inhale here, exhale, moving through our warrior 1. The right arm's going to come down, the hips will start to shift forward. Inhale here, exhale, pivot, so you're coming onto the ball of the back foot. And then we'll exhale slowly in whatever way feels comfortable and available. We're going to lower ourselves back down into our low lunge. Okay. From here we'll inhale, breathe into our low lunge, and then exhale, hip shift back, left leg straightens, and we come into our run and stretch. Inhale. Take the gaze out in front, and then as you exhale, you can really relax over into the stretch, releasing the head over. More inhale, shifting back forward. Exhale, the lower part of your right leg is just going to pivot and shift. So the toes are now directed towards the back, and then we can just open up into this mini warrior. We'll inhale, resting the left elbow on the left thigh. We'll reach up and over towards the left, just creating a nice opening in the hip. And then you'll exhale, curve over towards the left leg. Then sweep the arms forward and just close the left knee in. Whew. Rising up onto our knees, we'll then step over onto the right foot so we can come into our low lunge on the other side, and we're going to take 3 breaths here just as we did on the other side. So really use these 3 breaths to start opening up in the left hip. I'm going to pour myself some tea, and I encourage you to keep breathing and not to pour a hot drink in such a precarious position. I don't actually have a cold, but yeah, just tend to keep sniffing on. Okay, so let's take one final breath all together in our low lunge. And then exhale. Inhale, tuck the back toes so that we can shift, walk the back knee a little bit closer, and then we'll inhale, rise up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, allow the shoulders to relax down. Inhale again, maybe take the gaze up towards the fingertips, and then exhale, right arm circles towards the back, left arm towards the front. and we come in to our side body twist. Just going to shift back a little bit on my mat so that I'm not touching the wall. Exhale here. One more breath, guys. Inhale, reach in opposite directions with the arms. And then exhale, right arm sweeps down, forward and up. We inhale, take the gaze up towards the fingertips. And this time as you exhale, you're going to untuck the back toes and open up towards the front. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale here. And exhale out through the mouth. Inhale again, really reach in opposite directions. And then exhale, sweep the left arm down, forward and up. Inhale, gaze up towards the fingertips, maybe take a really gentle back bend. And then exhale, hands come back down towards the mat, either side of the right foot. Maybe walk the back knee back a little bit, so we're coming into that low lunge. Again, for making sure we have a nice deep stretch and opening in the left hip. 2 breaths here. Whew. Okay, on your next inhale, you're going to tuck the back toes again. And lift the back knee off of the mat. Then slowly stabilizing yourself as you go, using the strength and power of your right leg. You're going to rise up into your high lunge. You got this. Just one inhale here, deep, deep inhale. And then exhale, open up, left fingertips forward, right fingertips sweep back. Side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right arm sweeps down and forward to come up. Inhale, gaze up towards the fingertips. And then exhale, release into that warrior 2. Opening up towards the front this time. Well done, guys, you got this. Inhale here. And on your exhale, left arm sweeps down, keeping the back foot exactly where it is. We move through our warrior 1. Hips shift to face the front. Inhale again. We're going to pivot onto the ball of the back foot, keeping a nice deep lunge in the front leg. And then exhale, gently, gently release back down into your low lunge. Nice, guys. One breath here in your low lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again here. And then exhale, start to shift the hips back. Moving into our runner's stretch. So right leg straightens, right foot flexes. I like to walk the fingertips back a little bit. And then inhale, gaze looks forward. And as you exhale, really release the head over the right leg. Keep breathing here, guys. More inhale, come back through the lunge. Exhale, the back. The lower part of the left leg is going to sweep towards the back of the room. And then we'll open up into our mini warrior 2. Right elbow to right thigh. Inhale, reach up and over. And then exhale, curving towards the right leg and sweeping the arms forward and closing the right knee in. From here, I want you to then just rock back and shift onto your toes. Okay, so we're in a little toe stand again. Maybe take a hop forward if you're too far to the back of your mat. So you want your toes to be roughly central in your mat. And then from here we're going to roll up to standing, but as we do that we're going to move through our chair pose. So I want you to start to lift the hips up so that the heels can come into contact with the mat. Then from here we'll roll up, bending in the knees, coming through our chair pose. And then exhale, we'll straighten up to standing. Nice, guys. So, working with our balance now, and our strength, and our core. We're going to inhale. I want you to just find your footing so you feel nice and steady in your standing mountain pose. And then as you exhale, I want you to start to lift the right leg up off of the mat, drawing the knee in towards the chest, and you can interlace your fingers around the knee, around the very top of the shin, and just help to draw the knee in towards the chest. Okay, from here, release the left fingertips, take them to the left shoulder. We're going to inhale here, exhale, we're going to draw the right knee out, and at the same time we're going to open up the left arm so that the leg and the arm are doing opposites here, and we're just gently opening up the hips, and you can circle your right ankle if that feels good. Just going to hold here for 3 breaths. If you fall out of it, don't worry. And just join us back in the balance as soon as you can. Let's take one more breath all together. Inhale, really use the strength of the standing leg. And then exhale, draw the knee back in. Inhale, you're going to start to you're going to take the hand now towards that ankle, and then just take the foot behind you. Whoop! If you lose your balance, don't worry, I'm doing the same. And just take the left arm in towards the sternum, and then coming into a hamstring stretch, you're going to draw the heel in towards the bum, and then draw the knee down towards the ground below you. I'm just going to hold it here for 3 breaths. Really breathing into this stretch, working on our balance, strengthening the left leg. And we'll inhale. You're going to let go of the right leg, the right ankle, but draw the right leg in towards the chest again. Nice. Inhale here, really squeeze, draw the knee in towards the chest as much as possible. And then again, we'll just exhale, open out into that hip stretch. Just for 1 breath here. Inhale, exhale, close it back in. Inhale, right hand comes to the ankle. Exhale, we take it back into the quad stretch. Inhale here. Exhale, release the grip. Bring the knee back forwards, in front of us, up into the chest. And then on your exhale, I want you to keep your balance. Try and stretch that leg out in front, flex the toes, and then exhale, release it down. Moving on to the other side, or inhale. Finding our balance, grounding down into the left leg. We'll draw the left knee in towards our chest. Nice, guys. Breathing deep. So let's inhale together, really drawing the knee in towards the chest. And then as we exhale, take the right fingertips to the right shoulder and start to open out into the hip stretch. 3 breaths here. Final breath. Draw the left leg back in. Inhale, take the left hand to the left ankle, and then draw the heel back in towards the bum. Coming into that quad stretch, 3 breaths here. If you fall out of it, don't worry, I just did. And just come back into it when you can. Final breath here, inhale. Exhale, release that leg, but don't touch the foot back down to the mat. We'll bring it back round in front of us. Inhale, draw the knee in towards the chest again. And then exhale, right fingertips to the shoulder, open up. Inhale here. Exhale, draw the left leg back in. Inhale, take hold of the ankle. Exhale, coming into that quad stretch. Inhale here. Really drawing the heel in towards the bum, knee down towards the ground. Exhale, release. Last time, draw the knee in towards the chest. Deep inhale. Then exhale, release the grip, hold the leg there. See if you can straighten it out in front of you, flexing the foot. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Nice, guys, feel free to shake your legs. So from here, you're just going to step the left leg out. So the toes are facing forward. And then from here, you're just going to shift the right heel. Shift the right heel back so the left foot's then facing a diagonal. And from here, we're just going to shift our hips over in the same direction as the front leg. And then bringing our hands in towards our heart center. We're just going to take the gaze towards the left toes. Inhale here. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, really feeling into each sensation. I want you to see if you can release the hands down to the mat. And then just allow the head to relax, with the intention of drawing the knee towards the left leg. But your knee doesn't have to be that close to the leg, it's just the intention of releasing the head over and drawing it in towards the left leg. Nice, guys. So really breathe into this stretch. On your next inhale, you're going to lift, pivot the back foot slightly so it's now facing forward as well. Coming onto the ball of the back foot, you're going to inhale. Then as you exhale, I want you to shift the weight forward, bend into your left leg, okay? And then exhale, lift the back leg up, start to straighten the left leg, coming in to your standing splits, okay? You can adjust the hands as you need to, walk them out a little bit further in front. And again here, I want you to inhale, and as you exhale, think about, if you can, just relaxing the head over and maybe drawing the nose slightly closer to that standing leg, to the left leg. So as we'll take one more inhale here. This time as you exhale, you're going to start to bend into the left leg and then stepping back, really reaching back with the back leg and stepping back as far away as you can with the back leg. And then we're going to rise up back into our high lunge. So inhale, rising up into our high lunge. Exhale, you guessed it, right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Opening up. Just one breath here. Inhale, really reach in opposite directions. And then exhale, left arm sweeps down, so come forward. Inhale here. Exhale, this time open up into your warrior two. Nice, guys. Inhale, coming into our side angle. Whew. Left arm to the left thigh. and we reach up and over with the right arm. Inhale here. Exhale, keeping the legs where they are. Coming back through our warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, right arm comes to the back leg. And we take a reverse warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, come back through your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Hips start to shift over to the right. Upper body over towards the left. And we exhale into our triangle. Place the left arm wherever feels comfortable, on the shin, on the ankle, on the ground. And we're going to reach up and away with the right arm. Inhale here. Exhale. Upper body lifts. We bend back into the left leg. Inhale here in our warrior two. Exhale, we're going to move through warrior one. So start to shift those hips. Right arm sweeps down. Inhale into your warrior one. Exhale, pivot on the back foot. Coming onto the ball of the back foot. Inhale here into your high lunge. Exhale, slowly, slowly release yourself back down into your low lunge. Nice, guys, well done. Inhale here. Exhale. Lower part of the right leg shifts to face the back. And we move for our mini warrior two again. So inhaling, reaching up and over towards the left. As you exhale, curving over towards the left leg. And your hands come out in front and you're going to draw the left knee in. Perfect. From here, we'll rock back again. Maybe take a little hop forward. Coming onto our toes, and then we're going to roll back up to standing, coming through our chair pose. So inhale, start to lift up. Heels come down towards the mat. Keeping it bending the knee. We roll up, coming through our chair pose. And then exhaling, rising up to stand. From here, we're going to come into our tree pose. Okay, so there's a few different variations you can take, and I really want you to work with what feels comfortable for you. We're only going to be there for 3 breaths. So the first option is just to place your right foot on the lower part of your left leg. You don't want your foot at any point to be in contact with the knee, so you don't want it to be pressing into the knee joint at all. You're either going to take it to this lower part of your leg and then really opening up your hip. You're going to push into that leg to create this opening. Or you're going to take hold of the right foot and place it on the upper inner part of the left thigh. And in the same way, you're going to create this lock, so you're pushing your right foot into the thigh and the thigh is pushing back so that you can release, and you've then got this lock that's also creating this opening in the hips. So I'll let you decide. Your third option is you can just come into the stretch we practiced earlier and hold here for 3 breaths instead. So find your tree pose for today. And then when we're ready here all together, we'll take 3 inhales and exhales. Inhale. And exhale. And the hands can be placed wherever they need to be. Inhale. And exhale. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Don't worry if you wobble. And exhale. Nice, guys. You're either going to take hold of the right foot if it's up high and then help it release down, or you'll just place it down on the ground. And then we'll inhale, take the position on the opposite leg. So I'm going to draw the left foot up and place it on the inner upper part of my right thigh. and then create all this tension so that I'm pushing into the thigh and the thigh is pushing back, and I'm creating this opening in the hips. So I'm working on opening my left hip area, strengthening my right leg, strengthening my core, and improving my balance. And we're already here together. We'll take 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. The arms can move wherever they need to. Inhale, exhale. Don't worry if you wobble, it's part of being a tree. Inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Final breath. Inhale, exhale. And then taking hold of the left ankle and helping that foot release down, or just releasing it back down to the earth. Shaking the legs out if we need to. And then we'll step the right toes out, the right leg out, so it's facing forward. And then we'll shift the right heel so that the back foot's on a diagonal. And then bring in the hands in towards the heart center. We'll shift the direction of our body forwards in the same direction as our right leg. And we'll just breathe here for a moment. So our body is in a halfway point. Inhale again here. And this time on your exhale, just slowly see if you can release your hands down towards the mat. And this might be enough here. Or you might want to inhale and then exhale. Just gently draw the head in towards the right leg. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll pivot on the back toes, coming onto the ball of the back foot. And then exhaling, shifting forward, bending into the right leg, and the left legs will lift slowly. We'll start to straighten the right leg, coming in to our standing splits on the other side. We'll take 3 breaths here. Placing your hands wherever feels comfortable. And then maybe on your exhale again, seeing if you can draw the head in a little bit closer towards the right leg. It's okay to wobble and shake. Inhale again. Exhale, step back as far as you can, really reaching back the left foot. Coming onto the ball of the left foot, and then shifting the hands, using the strength of the legs, and rising up into our high lunge. Inhaling here, and exhaling, moving straight into that side body twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale here, exhale, right arm sweeps down to come forward and up. Inhale back in your high lunge. Exhale, open up into your warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale, moving into your side angle. Right arm comes to right thigh. And left fingertips stretch up and over. Nice and strong in the legs. Inhale. Exhale, coming back through our warrior 2. Inhale here, exhale, start to flip the right palm, shift the body, so it's facing the same direction as the right arm, and then exhale, placing the left arm on the back leg and reaching back, coming into our reverse warrior. Inhale here, exhale, moving back into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Hips start to shift over to the left, upper body over towards the right. And we exhale, coming into our triangle pose. Placing the right arm on the ankle, the shin, or the mat. Whatever feels most available to us. Take one more breath here. And then inhale, release the grip on the leg. Start to bend into your right knee. Come back through your warrior two. Inhale here. And exhale, start to shift the hips forward again. Sweeping the left arm down and up. Coming through your warrior one. Inhale here. And then exhale, pivot on the back foot. Coming onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale here in your high lunge, one final breath. And then exhale, releasing all the way down into your low lunge. Inhale, lower part of the left leg sweeps towards the back. We come through on mini warrior two. Inhaling, reaching up over towards the right. And then exhaling, curving over towards this leg. Reaching the hands out in front and closing the right knee in towards the left knee. And then from here, last time, coming up onto the toes. Whew. We're going to roll up, and this time as we roll up, we're going to move straight in. Whew. So there's little sun salutations that we done at the beginning. Okay, and we're going to do 5 of those. So inhale with me. Roll all the way up. When arms come parallel with the shoulders, we'll exhale, start to bend into the knees. Hands come through the center and back down to the mat. Inhale, keeping it bend in the knees. We roll up in the spine, reach out. Exhale, start to lower down, coming through the chair pose. Rolling through the spine. Inhale, roll up, push away from the ground, reach out either side of you, and then exhale, coming through your chair pose, hands slicing down the center, coming back down to the mat. Inhale, pushing away, reaching out. Exhale, coming through that chair pose, and rolling back down. Last time, inhale, roll up. Reach out. Exhale, coming through the chair pose. Releasing that. Last time, we're going to inhale. Rise all the way up, straight arms and legs. Reaching up, and then we'll exhale. Take the grip behind us. Fingertips interlace. We draw the shoulders back and down, shoulder blades draw in towards each other. Inhale here, open up the chest. And as we exhale, we'll bend into the knees and release over. So keeping a bend in the knees and seeing how this feels different to how it felt at the start. Really reaching up and away, opening up the whole shoulder area. Letting the head hang loose as well. Final breath here, inhale. Then as you exhale, use your arms to pull your upper body back up. Keeping a bend in the knees. We'll release the grip. Arms continue to sweep forward and up. We come through our chair pose. And then as we exhale, we come back onto the balls of the toes, come through our toe stand, and then exhale, come onto our knees. Ready to take some deep breaths together before we close. So we'll take 5 inhales and exhales here. And you can join me in rolling your head in some semicircles as you do this. And just enjoying this neck mobility. Or you can just breathe in stillness. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And I like to do this with the eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I want you to keep that breath going. Inhale. And exhaling out the mouth. And as you do that, I'm going to just say a closing prayer for all of us. So keeping that inhale and exhale going, I want you to repeat this prayer back to yourself if you feel inclined to do so. So bringing my hands to the top of my head, I repeat, may my guidance be both divine and mine, and may my intuition be both universal and personal, and may my words always communicate the wisdom of my heart, and may my heart always be aligned with my core truths and values, and may these core truths and values ground me down into this earth and keep me rooted. And in this way, may heaven and earth always be balanced within me. Wishing you all love, freedom, and joy for now and always. Thank you for practicing with me, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.